Hello and welcome back to Tottenham Career Mode, where we have a chance to immediately get revenge on Anderlecht after they beat us 2-0, and deservedly so, because we had a pretty terrible performance if you remember from the last episode, which will appear right there, up in the corner. Anyway, we will be going full strength to this side because I've learned my lesson after that match. You can't just willy-nilly rotate to try to get everybody playing time, especially in the last season when really it doesn't matter, to be quite frank. So that's going to be how we start the episode. I do want to show you the schedule for the remainder of the episode. This month we have 6 matches. So we'll be playing Anderlecht and then simming Sheffield United away. We'll be playing Liverpool. Depending on how results go in the Europa League, we'll be simming Plzen, which I believe we could probably stand to simulate them because we've already played them, and I know for a fact they aren't very good. Right, we'll be playing Anderlecht, we'll be playing Liverpool, and then the last match this episode will be against Manchester United. So we'll be taking a little bit of a risk to sim Everton, but to stay on the month per episode schedule, we're going to have to do that. Hopefully we do well, and hopefully you're liking this series. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see the rest of it and see former episodes. Make sure you hit that like so we can get that juicy engagement that you two love so much. And make sure you're leaving me comments. I'm still looking for some center backs. I know we signed Sergio Ramos in the last episode, but I still wouldn't mind one more or just another kind of unrealistic for fun kind of signing, some world-class signing somewhere just to, spice it up for the last part of this series. So make sure you're leaving comments there. I believe I've talked enough. Let's go ahead and get into this match against Anderlecht. I'm going full strength. They're probably going to go full strength as well. Looks like they are. 4-3-3 for them and for me. We're going to see if that works, and let's get into this match. Had a small interception before, and Bundu tries to get forward, and Anderlecht we're doing well, but we intercepted them, and we could be countering here. And Ndombele gets forward. I need to work on my possession this time because that's what kept killing me in the last match. Kane's going to get over to the right side and tries to squirt this over to Ndombele. I see Son in the middle, but there isn't quite enough space for me to be comfortable with. He tried to pass over to the run by Lo Celso that I saw. We intercept well. Son tries to shoot and scuff it. I'm going to call him Scuffy. I believe I called him Scuffy last match. He does well to block our shot out for a corner. Yeah, stretched out. He fully committed to that save, so I can't take any marks away from him, but even though it is a little unfortunate for me. We're going to get this in, and Kane, surprised he didn't put that through the crossbar, frankly. And Koita gets back to Brown. We're going to find out what Brown can do for us. Bergwijn's going to go over to Kane, and he's going to get a little bit of revenge for that last match. 1-0 to us! And kick that against the crossbar again. Getting a little bit of pressure from Anderlecht, but Militao says, that's enough after the last match. Lo Celso gets forward, and we could be countering. I say that a lot, but we keep countering. Bergwijn tries to get around his man, is successful in doing so, settles on his ball. That's what we were missing last time. Note to self, never rotate again. Popov takes the free kick, and Bundu has it. And I'm trying not to overcommit, which I just did over there. Trying to recover, I left Koita with like half the pitch in front of him. But Kalachenko gets forward. He does me a little bit with the great move. I'm going to just assert my will here against Koita. And we're going to get forward, and you know what we like to say on the counter. Oh, don't hold off your run, Bergwijn. Hold off your run, Bergwijn. I saw Kane back there, and I was like, wait, no, Kane has space. And Kane gets forward to Bergwijn, and could we be in for a throw already? I see space. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Scuffy, I know his name's not Scuffy. I'm going to call him Scuffy anyway. Scuffy saves the pass, but we do have a throw in. I'm going to try to get back, or I'm going to pass it directly to their striker. We leave Cullen all by his lonesome over there and leave loads of space over on the right side. Are we going to be able to recover? We are. And by holding the ball for a little bit of a second, we're able to end the half without them doing anything too terrible for us. They're a lot slower than I am, but they're being effective, which, again, just bugs me because of what we should be able to take care of. Kalachenko is over on the corner, trying to get around Ricardo, and he actually does. Oh, that's not good for me. He's going to try to cut it back around. Militao's on him now, and give me the ball, Anderlecht. Vlap has it, and he gets back inside, and they're going to call a pen on me. We're going to check out and see what this tackle actually looks like. Yeah, he did get it away. It's a light penalty, but it's still technically a foul. Coit is going to try to get in there. I'm going to go left. Nice. Saw him going right. He missed it, and he was offside. I'm waiting on the run by Son. It's not going to be... He's not going to be clear in time for me, so we're going to try to go forward with Lo Celso, who passes over to Bergwijn. I'm going to try to just get this around the keeper. And that's going to be a third goal for us. Great shot off the inside of the post for Harry Kane. And that sees me allowed to breathe a little bit. Great work by Harry Kane to get that around the keeper. And you can't get much more in the side than that because he hit the post. 3-0 Spurs, and I'm actually happy now. Do we have a counter here? Maybe. Bergwijn gets forward. I have him up at striker now because of Son being gone, and I have Zoboslai in there too. He's going to try to go on his left foot, and he's going to miss it above the bar. Just a quick plug about that RTG that's going to happen. I know I was talking about possible transfers, but we're not going to be able to do that because the Oldham RTG that's coming up, I want to do a youth RTG. Coach, I get that. I'm happy to just hold it back here and just see this match out. And Ndombele has it, and could we get forward for a cheeky goal? Why not? Bergwijn's there. I'm going to try to get around our man. Pass it inside to Lo Celso, get him a goal maybe. No, but that is going to be the end of the match for us. 3-1 Tottenham. We still got some things to shore up, but the result was there. 3-1 to us. Let's go back and check the tables. So taking a quick look at the table over here, we do have ourselves at the top of the group, which is good. We have 9 points. More specifically, third place, AZ has 4 points. So we only need one more from our next 2 matches to guarantee ourselves placement in the knockout stages. So I am doing quite happily with that. Our next 2 matches are against AZ and Plzen, so we only have to get 1 point out of those 2 matches. And I'm quite confident in doing so. Our next match that we'll be quick simming is against Sheffield United. They're 14th in the league, and we, if we win this one, could possibly see ourselves going from 6th up to 5th in the league and only being 1 point behind Liverpool for 4th place. Kangan Lee has been sold to Crystal Palace. That'll go through in January. We'll have £11.5 million coming back to us, and that'll see us with a little bit more wiggle room to possibly bring in maybe a world-class player just for kicks and giggles. That'd be kind of fun to do. You never know. I did put a whole bunch of other players on the transfer list just because they're not going to fit in my main squad, so why? We're just going to try to sell as many as we can and gather up as much money as we can to bring on that world-class player. We're going to do a quick sim of this. I may have to put on Højbjerg for Zakaria and maybe bring on Dele Alli for Lo Celso and maybe bring on another center back. So there's a little bit of rotation I'll need to do. Not too bad, I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that real quick. We have a 5-3-2 for Sheffield United. They have Foderingham at the back with Gadelj, Ampadu, Robinson, Stambouli, and Baldock. Their mid 3 will be Paulinho, I believe that's how you say that, Paulinho, Osborne, and Hughes, with a front 2, Evan Nketiah and Ryan Brewster. So we'll see what they got going on. We have our normal lineup with a little bit of rotation that you just saw, and we'll quick send this. Hopefully we get a win out of it. We get a draw, a 69-minute goal by Goldage for Sheffield United. See us drawing the match instead of winning it. Militao curiously scored a goal for us, so GG's to him. Annoyingly so, that is a draw instead of a win, so I believe that ties us for 5th. Yeah, it ties us for 5th. We're ahead on goal difference. So that's good. Take a quick look at the table, and I believe that brings us within 13 points of Manchester United. So if we beat them, we'll be within 10 points, and we're just going to have to go on this crazy run. They, I just realized, have not lost a match, and they've won 11 out of their 12 matches to start off. That's a lot. My bad. We have this little rinky-dinky little match against Liverpool in the middle. I've been misspeaking this entire time. I'm going to advance forward to Liverpool. Let's play them instead of Man United, shall we? So, welcome to Tottenham Stadium, where we're playing Liverpool. I actually, I decided to skip the lineups because Liverpool had pretty much the same lineup they've had the past couple of times they played us. They do have, I believe they have Keita as one of their midfielders with, I forgot the other guy, but still, it's a good lineup for them as is expected because it's Liverpool. But we can still, I believe we can still get a good result out of this. As we get forward to Ndombele, he's going to pass back to Zakaria. Son has it, and he gets blocked over to Kane. And are we going to be able to get this away from Sadio Mane? No, we're not. Robertson kicks it inside to Virgil van Dijk, who actually is on our short list. If we can get the funds for him, that'd be kind of interesting to bring on Virgil. However, what we need to focus on right now is this match ahead of us. Mane and Firmino are working on this side over here. I'm trying not to overcommit because they will destroy my chances at happiness. We do go through to Bergwijn here. Can I get it around Alisson? I can. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit that together, but I'm going to have to figure it out because I kind of just stopped talking. Oh, do your thing, Bergwijn. That's a great shot from him around Alisson. 1-0 to us. Jurgen Klopp is whining. What else is new? Liverpool have us back on the ropes again. Firmino has it, and we're passing down the right wing over to Salah. Get that out of here. We've learned our lesson from the time we tried to go across goal. But Fabinho has it and gets it inside to Keita. I'm going to try to keep covering him. And go back to Fabinho. And we have the same thing where possession is getting away from us. We get it back, though. Zachary is powering forward, and where are we going? Where's the run coming from? Was Son offside? He was. We have lost more goals to an overzealous run by Heung-min Son than anything else. We left Mane all by himself on the left wing over here. Ricardo covers him well, though, and Strakosha goes and gets the trash out of the box. That makes me happy. I think Goretzka just tried to shoot from like 40 yards out. Like, it's a little overzealous, I have to admit. Get that out of here, Zakaria. Firmino gets it away from Zakaria, and I'm trying to get around Robertson. Great save by Strakosha. Clear the trash. Clear it. Clear it. And thankfully they're offside. Possession, possession, possession. We're going to see if we can draw them in and get them on the counter a couple times. It looks like Mane's come off. Fabinho's forward, tries to pass it over to Salah. Win that header, Skriniar. Thank you. Someone go get the trash, please. Thank you. Or we're going to give the ball up to Keita and put ourselves in a bind. Militao overcommits. And Keita's just doing well to just hold the ball away from us. He has the ball again, and I'm in a shambles, and this is going to be a goal, isn't it? Skriniar blocks. Thank you, Skriniar. I love you, Skriniar. I want to give you hugs, Skriniar. Another substitution for Liverpool. They've taken off both their wings. Mane and Salah are off now for Jota, and they just brought on Jordan Security. Firmino got tackled, and is that going to be a goal kick? Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick. We're going to take it short because they're doing a lot of pressure on us. They're still doing a lot of pressure on us. I'm seeing if I can get it out of here. I'm going to just go back to Strakosha and see if we can restart the offense. Skriniar gets forward. I'm going to try to get to Ndombele. I got it to him. He's going to go through over to Ricardo Pereira, who could cut this in. He does well. We're going to see if we can get Kane to... He can't quite get enough curve on it, but that was a pretty good offensive setup. He almost got the curve on that he needed. He got the outside of the post. That was a lot of curve from Harry Kane. He's still curvy. I like him. I'm not going to try to run forward with Ndombele anymore. That never does well for me. Kane has it. Gets to Son. And is that going to be offside? It's not offside. Are we going to get that in? Oh, we walk it in with Ndombele. I was just giving him a lot of grief over his offensive prowess, which hasn't been there. And we have a perfectly timed run from him. He gets it over the keeper and sees it in, or ensures that Virgil can't get it out of the goal. It's off the knee of Alisson, and just like we had one last match, we had another unlucky goal for the AI. I'll take it. 2-0 to us. No matter where Liverpool are passing it, I'm having a guy in front of them, which is more than I can say for my defense a lot of other times. Until something like that happens, we did have a good block there, and Strakosha only clears it out as far as about 20 yards away and gives up a goal. I just said that's happened twice this match. I call Ndombele out for his offense, he scores. I call them out for their offense and say my defense is doing well, and I concede. They're starting to come forward a little bit, starting to put a little bit more pressure on me. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm going to use him to cover for... Oh, and I was able to cover that well. Do not outmuscle my center back, Diogo. Sir. Is that going to be a clear? It's going to be a clear, but only as far as Virgil van Dijk, who gets it over to Lascelles, back to Virgil, and we're back on the back foot again. We're into injury time. Where have we seen this song and dance before? For me, stay in front of him. Let's just stay in front of him, guys. Fabinho has it. He's getting forward a little bit. I'm going to try to cover. Again, where have we seen this before? I can't breathe, and I'm not going to be able to breathe until we get this away from our 18-yard box. We're past injury time. Keita has it. We send it out for a corner. I'm not going to... Oh, I thought it was going to be for a corner, and I was going to just not bring on other people. Referee lets us off. 2-1 win over Liverpool. The goal from Ndombele, that looping goal over the keeper. He has a knack for scoring goals like that. That looping goal over Alisson sees us ahead with all 3 points, and I'm happy with that. Let's look at the table, and let's see. I believe we're going to be in 4th place. Are we going to be in 4th place after that? Let's check and see. And after that win against Liverpool, we are back in 4th place over Liverpool on goal difference. We have 9 goal difference. They have 7. Arsenal have 6. And Southampton have 4. We got a 4-way tie for 4th place. Oh, dearie, dearie me. We are 13 points behind Man United, because I believe they also won their last game. Yes, they beat Crystal Palace 2-1. So, the only way we're going to reel them in at least a little bit is for us to beat them ourselves, but that's not happening yet. We do have another match in the Europa League against who is it? Plzen. And yeah, that's going to be us against Plzen. I'm just going to go ahead and try to run through this fairly quickly. Do I want to? Yeah, we'll run with the actual rotation side. Plzen have Stanek at the back with Hibbs, Pernica, Hayda, and Havel. They have Harava holding with Bucha and Cermak as their central midfielders. And they have a front 3 of Kopik, Bugel, and Balua. I'll do a quick sim. If we get the win, actually I believe if we get a any points at all, out of this, that's us through to the knockout stages. We'll see. 2-1 win for us. That is actually fully confirmed now. We will be going into the group, the knockout stages of the Europa League, and everyone said, yeah! Advance forward a little bit. We have Everton, and hopefully we'll be able to play a full strength side because we're planning on... Okay, we can do a full strength side. We'll be doing a quick sim. We're doing another quick sim. We have our normal lineup. Actually, I'm going to do one quick thing. It's a little bit of a rotation, not too terribly much. We still have our front 3, which is good. Speaking of front 3s, Everton's playing a 4-3-3 with Nick Pope at the back. They have Kieran Tierney, Demiral, Denaire, and Seamus Coleman as their back 4. Santa Maria is holding behind Gomez and Gabaman. And they have a front 3 of Munain, Lacazette, and I believe that's James Rodriguez. We'll do another quick sim. We'll see how we do in 3, 2, 1. We get absolutely destroyed. Ratings, did anybody do well? Literally didn't do anything. That stings. Okay, we have this little match. We're in 8th place now. We do have a game in hand on a couple other teams, so if results go our way, we could still end up back in 5th. That we do have a little bit of a tired squad. I may have to pull out Skriniar, maybe not. I'm gonna customize the kits because I'm not playing them in white kit while we're playing in white kit too. I'm gonna get that sorted, and we're gonna go ahead to this match against Man United. Kane lofts it over to Serge Reguilon, and Babu sees that out for a throw for us. I'm waiting for a run in. We're going to see if we can get that over to Giovanni Lo Celso. Lo Celso cuts inside to Zakaria, who goes over to Bergwijn. Going to get around our man, Bruno Fernandes. He blocks, Alex Telles. He blocks our shot well. But we do still have a chance. Ricardo's in there, and we're going to try to head it with Zakaria. And we still can't head to save our lives. Trying to cover the run by Bruno Fernandes down the middle. They do switch the play over to Marcus Rashford. We get the ball away from him, and we could be in for a counter. And Ndombele gets forward to Zakaria. There's loads of space over on the left side. I'm going to try to exploit that with Lo Celso, and Babu does well to catch up with us. And he is good, and he is quick. Son goes through to Ndombele. Can we get it around De Gea? We cannot. He saves us well. And Mbabu clears it out. Mbabu is great. Why haven't I signed him? Oh, yeah, I have Ricardo Pereira. That's why. Kane takes this throw in and gets into Zakaria, and their defense has clamped us down. I'm going to just try to hold it and be patient to see if we can do anything. Van der Beek blocks our pass, and we could be countered on ourselves. Rashford gets inside to Bruno. I'm trying to run back and cover Lautaro Martinez, and we do, but we leave a lot of space in for Donny van der Beek to run into. They do go through down the left side to Rashford and back to Tellez. So they're trying to work this over here. And Rashford, I have no idea how good he is at this point. He's probably amazing. Going to try to get in on Alex Tellez with Skriniar. He does well, but Van der Beek does just as well to get the ball back away from him. After a little bit of a fuss, Tellez ends up with the ball, and we're just tackling each other at this point. Going to see if we can calm the madness down a little bit. And we do. See if we can put something together here. We do get forward quickly. Lo Celso goes out wide to Reguilon, and he's trying to. Bruno's trying desperately to cover him. We cut back around, and I was waiting for the run on the other side. It didn't work out, so we're just gonna hold here. Let's see what we got. And Ndombele gets over to Son, and Man United are just pushing me back, which is rather unfortunate. And Ndombele still has it. I'm gonna pass forward inside to Bergwijn. They do well to cover me. Can I get through to Bergwijn and take the shot here? De Gea does well to save that again for another corner. Long highlight, but we're still got stuff going on. I'm going to try to... Actually, I'm going to take this short because I'd rather hold the ball than miss out on another header. Bergwijn goes down the middle to Ndombele. We're going to see if we can set up an offense here. Skriniar is not the guy I want to try to sit through, so I'm going to go back to Zakaria. And Kane has it, and I'm going to see... Going to see if I can pull off a worldie, but they're covering Kane pretty well. Zakaria passes down to Ndombele, who goes inside to Bergwijn. Ndombele's back in space. Bergwijn gets around him, and De Gea saves us well again. Stop it, David De Gea. Try to get a... Oh, there we go. Again, I didn't comment because something happened so quickly. But we do end up going through to Kane, and he slots it home around David De Gea, thankfully and finally. That's a 1-0 lead for us. I want to show that replay because we did so well to quickly come back after they were trying to push us. Let's get around some cutscenes and let's do that. Yeah, off a kickoff, Zakaria had gotten forward, and Kane had muscled between Varane and Ginter for the space he needed to go across his body on the right foot. Ooh, outside the foot shot and everything. Nice spin on that. Very clinical from us. 1-0. We haven't had a lot of chances, but we're taking them when we have them. Couple substitutions at the half for us. I brought on Upamecano for Zakaria, who is starting to get a little tired. And, ooh, excuse me, can I have that, please? Thank you. So we're playing 5 at the back now. And I also brought on Szoboszlai to give Lo Celso a rest. Hopefully this works out for me. That pass just kind of drifted through everybody, didn't it? It almost did work out for me, but no one was willing to go and attack the ball. Bruno hasn't. He's kind of getting attacked by Upamecano. Get Upamecano back. Lautaro does a pass that's kind of a little unnecessary, but whatever. Ah! It's a clinical finish from him, and that's another poor defensive effort from us. We're equalized 1-1. Going to try to calmly work our way forward because Man United have us pegged pretty well. They know what we're wanting to do, and that's just go quickly as much as we can. Szoboszlai is going to go over to the right side to Ndombele. If I don't see anything that's clear, I'm not going to take my pass. Son does whip this in, and we were unsuccessful with the corner and with the header. We're not very good with corners. I feel like I probably need to practice those like a lot off screen. But as it stands now, it's still 1-1. But that is a throw in to us. So Reguilon throws it into Kane, who tries to go through. And we're going to keep that in. The Szoboszlai does keep that in, but the touch is too poor, and Ginter gets that away for United. If Fernandes is getting close. I'm trying not to overcommit with Skriniar. Oh, what's new? They give a penalty to Bruno Fernandes, and I have some work to do on the defensive front here. Oh, come on, it felt like a little bit of a light penalty. It felt like a very light penalty. Yeah, that was a very light penalty. Come on. Like, even in-game, they're giving all this light stuff to Man United. I'm going to try to go left And he goes right on me. That's us behind Man United. And the good feelings we had to start this episode after this match in Everton are going away very, very quickly. Upamecano was not a good signing. It's not a good signing. I don't think I'll be playing with him anymore. That's 2-1 United, and all of a sudden I need to try to pull a point out of this match. Us going fast may have been our downfall. Lautaro has it forward very quickly and very suddenly. I saw a quick run by Gnabry and I was trying to get it. Upamecano tries to redeem himself, but passes it over to Rashford instead of where I needed him to pass it to. EA needs to sort out the way that they have us change players, because I was trying to go get that with Ricardo Pereira. Rafael Varane's off, and that's actually a poor move from United. We might have a chance here. They've taken Varane off for Harry Maguire, who is not nearly the player that he is. Looping cross in there. That's not what I meant to do. A mistake from me is capitalized by Gnabry. We're going to lose this match. We're not going to win the Premier League, and our only chance for a trophy this series is going to be Europa. And Kane gets through to Bergwijn. It's going to be a little too late. We do have a goal. You have a few minutes left there. We could pull a draw out of this, but that'll depend on how United play, which, if it's like any of the other AI matches we've had, they're going to just hold it at the back for the last 5 minutes of this match. I'm feeling very defeated right now already. We'll see what we can pull off. I'm going to turn on the team press, and we'll see if we can pull anything out of this match. And Kane intercepts the pass. Maybe, and Ndombele gets forward to Son. We try to... Harry Maguire. Go away, Harry Maguire. The literal most punchable face in the Premier League, Harry Maguire. 3 minutes left in injury time. Bruno Fernandes is just going to pass that back to Witsel, and yeah, that last mistake by us was killer. Can we get that away from Bergwijn? Pen! Ref! Harry Maguire hugs us and just brings us completely down in the penalty box, but because it's Man United, we're not going to get that penalty that we clearly deserve. Absolutely devastating. Yeah, we're not going to catch Man United in the league. At this rate, we wouldn't even get Champions League football if there was a fourth season. And the unfortunate case is, that's going to be the way that we end this episode. We'll look at the table real quick. We are officially back down in 8th place. We are 6 points out of the top 4, and we're 19 points away from... We're not going to win the league. Let's call it now. We're not going to win the league. That's an absolutely gutting result against them. A terrible mistake on my part to literally gift Gnabry a goal. Gutting. We're going to have to try to get trophies from Europa League and from FA Cup, because we're not going to win the Prem. Sorry for my defeatist end of this episode, but it is also a realistic end to this episode. If you want to watch the rest of this, or if you want to set yourself up for a subscription before we start the next series at Oldham Athletic, make sure you're doing that. Make sure you hit that sub button and the likes so that YouTube sends my just dejection throughout the interwebs. It'll be great. It'll be fun. I'm going to grab something stiff to drink, like this water that I've already drank. We're going to go breathe, and we'll see you back for Saturday's episode. We'll see you soon. Good night. God bless. Have a good one.